Buying land on payment plans isn't a new concept, but it is one that has become quite popular in today's Belize real estate market. Because of the high demand for affordable lots, different subdivisions and developments have opened up all over the country, with some offering financing with as little as 2,000 Belize dollars down. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you don't know me, my name is Ivan Hernandez, the co-owner of Nova Real Estate, a growing real estate firm right here in the beautiful country of Belize. This is actually my first video after the intro a couple weeks ago. I decided to start with this topic here because it's something that's very important. It has pretty much exploded all over the country. You see different subdivisions and developments popping up here, there, and everywhere. Because of the affordability, the low entry, and the minimal monthly costs, foreigners and Belizeans take advantage of these deals while the entire area develops. But how do you know what to look out for if the area is still developing? So here are 3 things that you need to look out for if you're considering getting into one of these financing options for one of the subdivisions you see on social media. First off, the utilities. We've all gotten so used to having both water and electricity where we live. But in a lot of developing areas, that's not always the case. The reality is, utilities are not a requirement to get a final approval to subdivide. So a lot of the developments you're seeing popping up, they won't have access to utilities right now. But that will come later on in development. Or you could spend the extra money to get light and water connected to your lot directly. It will just depend on how far away the utilities are from your lot in particular, depending on the location and type of development, of course. So if utilities are something that you absolutely cannot live without, make sure to ask the agent or the developer what's the situation with that. Up next is the infrastructure. I don't know about you all, but I want to be able to get to my lot easily. No hassle about going through a little bush. I want to see the road to get there. I also want to see the pegs to I know exactly where my lot ends, so I don't actually overstep into someone else's lot. Not only that, but I don't want to swim on my property either. Roads to each lot, drainage by culverts, and surveyor pegs move more into the mandatory side of things to get a final approval to subdivide. The roads and the culverts, the drainage, they need to be to MIDH standards as well. So if you see these types of infrastructure being put into the subdivision, then you know the project is well underway. But if you don't, then you might want to raise that eyebrow a little bit higher. I saved the best for last because it's also the most important. Ask about the title situation. Before you can get an individual title for the lot that you purchase within the subdivision itself, the whole parcel undergoes 2 processes. The first one is a provisional approval, which is where you get the layout and the sketch, and you have 1 year to start developing the subdivision itself. After that, you get the final approval. That would be after the subdivision is complete, with roads, surveyed pegs, culverts, everything approved, and you have the authenticated map. Once those 2 are complete, then you can get individual titles for every single lot that came out of that subdivision. It's important to remember that not every subdivision that you see on social media has all of these approvals in place just yet. So make sure to ask. This method has pretty much taken over the Belize real estate market when it comes to purchasing land itself. That's because it's the most affordable. So if you're considering getting into one of these owner financing payment plans, but you're not entirely sure what to look out for, or you don't know if it's a safe investment, then contact me. I'll put my contact info in the description below, or you can find it in the link in my bio. Until next time, you can either dream about it or you can wake up in it. See you in Belize.